Good morning. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Shephard. Please bear with me. Nearly 46 years ago, I was carried to this chancel and dedicated by Reverend Bertrand Steeves. 8 years later, on Youth Sunday, I was handed my very own Holy Bible, New International Version, by then Director of Religious Education, Patricia Wells Knowles. A scant 6 years after that, Reverend Steeves handed me a hardcover illustrated copy of Desiderata by Max Ehrman, and my religious education was complete. Desiderata begins, "Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence." Well, there was no place more silent than my parents' house on a Sunday morning when the rest of the family had dutifully left for church. And at that time, I felt I had learned what I needed to know about religion from the very capable Sunday school volunteers, and I would be better served by a few extra hours of sleep. Then followed 28 years of Easter and Christmas Unitarianism. My relationship to FRS-UU remained constant but stunted. I went off into the world and considered myself a UU in good standing, but never sought a congregation in any of the places I lived. Why would I? I already had a church. I moved across the country and across the ocean and never questioned my role in this community. I was born here. In 2022, my husband Skylar and I decided to move back to Amesbury, my hometown, our 2 sons in tow. We naturally came to my home church as well, driven by my fond memories and my parents' constant and unwavering dedication to this community. For the past few years, I've behaved here like the daughter home for a visit. Glad to be here, but guarded, hesitant to stay in one place and put down my own roots. But the more time I spend in our beloved community, the more I realize that I have to do more and give more and be here for the congregation that has always been here for me. Take kindly the counsel of the years, Ehrman advises, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. This community exists because people, all of you and all of those before you, gave their time, their energy, and not a little money to sustain this spiritual home so that people like me might have the opportunity to return. And for that, I am truly grateful. And today, I am honored to join FRS-UU and go from being a daughter of this church to a member of this church.
I am Elizabeth Shephard's little brother, Teddy Speck. My sister is a very difficult act to follow. And when she shared with me what she was going to say today, I had to throw everything I had written out. But I've been following Elizabeth all of my life, to her great annoyance. I always wanted the things that she had, including, what was it, My Mermaid? Her favorite stuffed companion, which I brought to my preschool and lost. I followed my sister into a love of words, into a love of poetry. I remember, I think you were probably 10 and I was 8, and you wrote a poem in language that I thought was reserved for like our parents that made a walk in the woods profound. I think you rhymed rain with again. It's like, whoa. Yeah, right? Into a love of humor, from The Simpsons to Monty Python to Eddie Izzard, into a love of performance and theater, another thing that I unceremoniously snatched from your hands. And you can all imagine how lucky and excited I was when my sister moved back here so that I could follow her example in marrying my soulmate, in raising 2 children here. Both of our eldest are missing today because of birthday parties, so they're following each other as well. In this one thing, I got here first. I became a member 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I got here first. Yeah. But as a dutiful younger brother tagging along at her heels, and since she said everything I could possibly want to say today, I can only repeat my older sister. We are honored to be the children of Ann Verrett Speck and Forrest Speck. We are so lucky to have been raised in this beloved community, and we are so proud to get to carry this beloved community forward, beginning by pledging an extra 12% over what we all gave last year. Thank you.